Tonight on STN Channel 2 News, find out what the university has planned for its 58th birthday.
And Acapella made an appearance in a local newspaper. Find out why.
Also, with the recent trend of cold weather, find out how it's affecting students. All that and more tonight on 2. Thank you for tuning in to STN Channel 2 News. I'm Joseph Schenkelpour.
And I'm Chris DeGray.
With Founders Day coming up, we have STN reporter Jabari Walker live in the studio to tell us what's in store. Jabari, what do you have for us?
Thanks, Joe. Every year, the university finds a fun way to get students excited about our school's founding. So we want to find out what the plans were for this year.
Founders Day is basically the University of Hartford's birthday. The charter establishing the university was signed on February 21st, 1957. So every year on February 21st, we celebrate the university's birthday.
The University of Hartford will officially be 58 years old on Saturday, February 21st, 2015. With many years since the charter establishment, you can bet that students had a reason to celebrate.
We had a special Founders Day basketball game at the men's basketball game against UMBC. We had a t-shirt giveaway. We had a halftime knockout competition between students and faculty and staff.
There was also a paper airplane contest after the game, and fans got to win prizes. But the game wasn't the only way students could celebrate.
Today, we had a birthday party for the university in the Commons with birthday cake and popcorn and cotton candy. And the highlight, I think, was we had these giant life-size cutouts of President Harrison that students could take their picture with.
Founders Day is important here at the University of Hartford. The university has traditions held each year to celebrate the school's birthday.
One year, Founders Day fell on Mardi Gras, so we gave out beads and we had a float contest. And one year, it fell right around the time that we were dedicating the new bridge across the Hog River, so we tied it in with that. And this year, we're doing it as a birthday party in the Commons.
Founders Day will continue to have a big impact for years to come, and we here at STN2 want to also wish the University of Hartford a happy birthday. Live in the studio, Jabari Walker, STN Channel 2 News.
From Thursday, February 19th through Sunday the 22nd, the Hart School will be presenting The Time of Your Life. First produced in 1939 by playwright William Soiraun, the play was the first drama to win both the Pulitzer Prize and the New York Drama Critics Circle Awards. The performances will be held in the McCrae Theater at the Handel Performing Arts Center, beginning at 7:30 p.m. on Thursday through Saturday and 3 p.m. on Sunday. Tickets are free for students and $20 for the general public. The student a cappella group, Acapella, were featured on the front page of the Saturday, February 14th issue of The Current. Acapella went around the University of Hartford the previous day to sing Valentine's Day songs to various members of the Hartford community, and were accompanied by Hartford Current photographer Chloe Poison. You can view these photos by searching Valentine's Day in Connecticut on the Hartford Current website.
And the winter month can bring many viruses to campus, and STN spoke with Health Services to find out how students can stay healthy.
One of the most common viruses spreading around campus this winter is the flu, but there are other illnesses that students should watch out for.
So we're seeing the influenza, we're seeing a lot of upper respiratory, just common cold viruses that are going around. We do have some strep on campus.
However, it's not the cold temperatures outside that are causing these illnesses. It's how students are staying inside and not getting enough fresh air.
In the winter we all huddle down. It's been so extremely cold recently. You know, people are all staying inside much more. They're not going outside. You're not getting that change of air in the room. So the germs kind of tend to stay. The heat's on, which makes it a little bit harder to kill the germs. It's a nice warm environment inside the room. So it tends to spread the germs a little bit easier in the cold.
Germs are spread mostly through physical contact, so there are many ways to keep yourself safe. These include eating healthy, exercising, and especially hand washing.
A lot of hand washing is very important, you know, and staying away from people who are sick at all possible, or at least, you know, having them cover their mouth and nose when they're sneezing and coughing all over you. Try not sharing drinks or utensils with anybody who's sick. It's kind of all common sense in there, but it's hard when you're in a small room with a lot of people. But hand washing probably the most important.
Students who are not feeling well should call Health Services and set up an appointment, which are available every 15 minutes. So, Chris, the cold's really been getting to people, as we saw.
Yeah, it's been really freezing out.
Everyone's getting sick, and now we have Scott Roberts at the weather desk telling us what to expect for next week. Scott?
Unfortunately, a lot of the same. It's been a bitterly cold week with temperatures dipping into the negatives and many spots around the state setting record low temperatures. We're not out of the woods just yet, as the cold is going to stick around for a little bit longer. Find out for how long after the break.
Coming up after the break, the university's Harp School is going into business in Lubac Square. Find out what and when.
Also, the governor released a new budget plan. Find out what it is.
And there have been reports of theft on campus. Find out how you can prevent your things from being taken.
This is the moment I knew. His future had no boundaries.
There are some moments only the forest can inspire. Find yours at discovertheforest.org.
If you drive buzzed, it could cost you around $10,000. You'll face major legal fees, major fines, and steep insurance penalties. You could lose everything. Buzzed, busted, and broke. Because buzz driving is drunk driving.
And now, your STN2 weather forecast.
Welcome back to the Weather Desk. I'm Scott Roberts. We're tracking another system that could bring more snow by early Monday morning. I'll give you what's expected in just a bit, but before we get to that, let's take a look at the weather from today. So we had bright skies today, a lot of snow blowing around, single-digit temperatures in the morning into the upper teens, but the wind chill made it that much colder. We had winds from around 16 to 24 miles per hour, and that's going to be the trend for the weekend and beyond, especially for tonight. Winter weather advisory in effect for the entire state from Saturday afternoon to Sunday morning. High temperature right now is around 17, but it feels a frigid 3 degrees. That is terrible out there. So take a look at the lows for tonight. It's not getting much better. You can see up here. I mean, take a look down south, first of all. We've got temperatures in the 30s. Now, that's not like the south at all. This is part of the system they're calling it the Siberian Express. And what it's coming from Siberia. It's this big pressure of cold air that's coming down from Siberia, and it's affecting a lot of the United States. You can see all the temperatures out here, even back out west in the 30s as well, but here in the Northeast, it's that much worse. You got 11 in New York, 1 in Boston, so we're right in the middle of that. We'll call for single digits tonight, so make sure you have a jacket handy because it is going to be very, very cold for tonight. Looking into tomorrow, we're going to have a snow start around the mid-afternoon, so we're looking at around like 3 or 4 o'clock for the snow to start. That's going to continue into Sunday morning. As I said before, winter weather advisory in effect. Shouldn't be too much snow. We're going to get to that in just a second. High temperature looking around mid-30s, though, for the state of Connecticut. Now, as I mentioned before, the snow is going to come into factor. It's going to start off as a wintry mix, turning over into rain as well. So taking a look at the precipitation forecast for the next 48 hours, you can see this is where it's starting right now. This is where the system of precipitation is starting, and it's going to move up into the northeast. So we're right now in that gray-white area. It's calling for around 1 to 3 inches of snow. As I said, it's going to start from a wintry mix, so sleet, rain, and snow, leading into rain into Sunday morning. So we may luck out for Monday, but I wouldn't be surprised if Monday is a little treacherous for the morning commute. Taking a look at the 3-day forecast now. Again, tonight is going to be bitter. That's a negative 2 degrees. I don't like that at all. That's a bad number right there. Saturday, cloudy with some afternoon snow, high of 30. And then Sunday, take a look at Sunday, 42. That's good. That's good for us right now, 42. That's going to feel great after we've had negative temperatures. That negative 2, yeah, 42 is going to feel even better for that. And taking a look at the 7-day forecast to take a look at the week ahead. We're looking at the next chance for some snow by Wednesday, but Monday is probably going to be the coldest out of them all at a -1 low. But after that, we're looking at a decent amount of good weather for then. Again, Wednesday, take a look for some snow, but it's still a ways away, so we may change the forecast from then. We'll just have to take a look at the sky and wait and see.
So yeah, it says a lot about how bad the weather's been lately. That I'm really looking forward to that 42.
Yeah, I mean it's going to be tough. 42, like I said, it's going to feel like spring, and it's going to probably tease us a little bit, and then it's going to be like, hey, look, we're back in the teens.
Setting us up for disappointment.
Yeah.
And then, of course, it might not be 42. You got to take wind chill check.
Oh yeah,
into that.
no, wind chill will definitely affect it. We've had it throughout the month, so anywhere in the 20s, 30s. So
yeah,
it might seem good, but all for the wind.
Yeah, we'll see how that goes. Thank you, Scott.
You're welcome.
The Hartford Art School will be opening up a pop-up shop in Blueback Square that will be in business from February 21st through the 28th. The storefront, located at 65 Memorial Road across from Crate & Barrel, will feature original artwork, books, and crafts, all by members of the Hartford Art School community. The pop-up store will be open Monday through Thursday from 12 to 6 p.m. and Friday through Sunday from 12 to 8 p.m. Cash, credit cards, and checks can be used to purchase items, and an opening reception will be held on the 21st from 5 to 8 p.m.
Students recently received an email telling them to secure their doors after a number of room thefts on campus. STN went to find out more. There have been 3 known instances of room thefts on campus this semester. A gaming system and laundry are some items that have been stolen, but usually room thefts are not that common.
It's usually an aberration when a room theft occurs. A lot of the time it's misplaced property where a person left it somewhere.
In order to avoid having room thefts happen, students need to make sure their doors are locked.
It's the only safest the locks on your door, and if you disable them or one of your roommates or suite mates disables them because they lost their key, they're placing you in danger.
Public Safety and Res Life work together to ensure that students are safe when living in the dorms here on campus.
So one of the things that we work with public safety on, and encourage our residents to work with public safety on, is safety and security, making sure that you take all the measures that you need to safe and secure all your belongings in your room.
In the event of a room theft, Res Life takes several serious forms of action.
We talk to the residents, and then we also work with the residents to contact public safety. Public safety then takes a report, and they actually have investigators who look into the matter. They could be arrested by local police if charges are pressed. And 2, they could then go through our student conduct process. Our student conduct process really examines the case, looks at it, and it meets with students involved.
For more information, visit our website, www.stn2.tv.
And if you have ever been interested in the world of television, STN is a great way to check it out. Whether you're interested in producing, advertising, engineering, reporting, photography, directing, graphic design, or sports, we have it all. Stop in our office in Jangers Room 120G and try it out. And after the break, a local author is visiting campus to talk to students. Find out who.
And Public Safety held a program that taught students how to stay safe in case of a school shooting.
Also, a university made a huge mistake this past week. Find out what they did. Stay tuned to 2.
Your new best friend will steal your heart, bring you happiness, and enrich your life for years to come. You can make a difference in the life of an animal. Adopt and bring home a shelter pet today. To find out more, visit theshelterpetproject.org.
Every day across America, excess food is gathered by a network of good people at local food banks, giving hope to millions of children who struggle with hunger. They've earned their wings, and you can too. Together, we can solve child hunger. Support Feeding America and your local food bank at feedingamerica.org.
So, I just moved in with this family, and it's embarrassing. The little one, he likes to go outside and crawl around in the giant litter box. I don't know what he's doing. I mean, I was born and I knew how to use the litter box. Look at that! That's disgusting! Oh, poop already! You're making me nervous. Oh, okay, I can't look at this anymore. I really hope he grows out of this. for his sake.
You're watching STN Channel 2.
If you have an idea for a story you would like us to investigate or an event we should cover, let us know. Send us an email to tips@stn2.tv, or you can submit a tip through text message at 860-631-STN2. Also, get all of your campus news updates by following us on Twitter at twitter.com/STN2.
And the Real Film Club will be hosting an Oscar viewing party on Sunday, February 22nd in honor of the 87th Annual Academy Awards. The party, located on the first floor of Hawk Hall, begins at 8 p.m., but those who wish to attend are encouraged to arrive earlier to catch the ceremony from the beginning. The event will include pizza, snacks, and a chance to predict the winners and win a special prize.
Local author Susan Schoenberg will be given a lecture at the 1877 Club on campus on Tuesday, February 24th at 5:30 p.m. Schoenberg's debut novel, A Watershed Year, was released in 2011, and her most recent novel, The Virtues of Oxygen, was published in July of 2014. The event is a part of the ROGO Distinguished Visiting Lecturers program and will include light refreshments and a chance to get a signed copy of one of Schoenberg's novels. The lecture is free and open to the public to attend.
And on Wednesday, February 18th, the Department of Public Safety held a program to educate students on how to stay safe in the event of a threat on campus. STN reporter Johnny Wade went to find out more.
This event took place 2 weeks following Christina Anderson's visit to the university, where she and Assistant Chief Michael Kazalauskas gave information on past shootings, and this one was made to help students avoid it.
This event was trying to give information to the students on, awareness and prevention and having a plan if should any threats be on campus. Most of them have come up through the schools with this kind of training, but they haven't been exposed to it really in a college or university setting where the environment's a little different.
The event, run by Assistant Chief Kazalauskas, included a PowerPoint covering information, a video tutorial on what to do, and a Q&A with students.
I just think, it's something that students, faculty, and staff, or campus community really, doesn't want to admit or have to deal with. But this day and age is better be prepared, have a plan, and have the training, than not to be prepared. The people who don't have the training and are prepared are less likely or know what to do in an incident.
Kazalauskas also hopes to give these programs to incoming freshmen during their orientation so that they can be prepared when they come to school. And with enough student interest, the university can see more of these seminars. Johnny Wade, STN, Channel 2 News.
Any student that wants more information on what to do in case of an emergency can visit public safety or our website, stn2.tv.
Governor Malloy announced his new budget proposal for the state of Connecticut before the General Assembly Wednesday morning. The governor outlined this plan for the new fiscal year with a proposed $590 million in cuts to the current services budget. The plan also included a proposal to cut the state's sales tax to less than 6% for the first time in more than 40 years, as well as new information on a 30-year transportation plan for the state. This would include upgrades to state highways like Interstates 84 and 95, and improvements to the state's train and rail systems. Governor Malloy also hopes to maintain the current educational cost-sharing funded aid to the state, proposing that every child in Connecticut will receive full-day kindergarten by the fall of 2017.
On February 16th, Carnegie Mellon University's admissions office mistakenly sent out acceptance emails to 800 rejected applicants for the university's master's program in computer science. The university's School of Computer Science said, quote, "This error was the result of serious mistakes in our process for generating acceptance letters." Carnegie Mellon is the third university to electronically screw up its admission process, following Johns Hopkins University in 2014 and UCLA in 2012. In other news, students Amber Gibson, Nicholas Menstrangelo, and Associate Professor of Psychology Mala Matterson have been working with Sherry Roylard, who was recently diagnosed with Parkinson's disease, and created a short film about her life with the disease. The film will be shown prior to the Hartford Wolfpack hockey game on Sunday, February 22nd at the XL Center in downtown Hartford. The game begins at 3 p.m. A bus to the game and a limited number of tickets are available. The bus will leave Conover on Sunday at 1:30 p.m. If you would like to get a ticket, please contact Madison as soon as possible at madison@hartford.edu or 860-768-4541.
On February 15th, Saturday Night Live celebrated its 40th anniversary. The sketch comedy show celebrated this event with a 3.5-hour live show. Many well-known celebrities all came to this celebration, like Emma Stone and Bradley Cooper, as well as the return of SNL alumni like Jane Curtin and Tina Fey.
So, Chris, looks like everyone had a lot of fun over at the Saturday Night Live over there.
Yes, definitely a lot of celebrities there.
Looked exciting. Brendan, anything exciting happening in the world of sports?
Of course, Joe. There's always something exciting going on in sports. Hello, everyone, and welcome to the Sports Desk. I'm Brendan Madonia. Coming up, the Gallagher game took on UMBC. We have the highlights. Plus, we sat down with all the seniors on that team and found out their thoughts about their time here at Hartford. So stay tuned because sports is next.
In the small town of Elmira, New York, a boy was born into an all-American family. The odds of him achieving his dream in the fashion industry? 1 in 23 million. The odds of having a child diagnosed with autism? 1 in 88. I am Tommy Hilfiger, and my family is affected by autism. Learn more at autismspeaks.org/signs.
So, I got this new family, and I don't know what it is about this one, but she can't seem to put down that toy. Oh, and she even talks to it. Who's she talking to? Her mom? She talks to her mom a lot.
A runner on first base. Now the big guy comes off the bat, hitting .342 with 92 RBIs and 36 homers.
Chill raw and prepared foods promptly. 1 in 6 Americans will get sick from food poisoning this year. Keep your family safer. Check your steps at foodsafety.gov.
And now, your Channel 2 Sports.
And welcome back. Now, the men have had 2 crushing losses to both UNH and UMass Lowell, both by just 6 points. Well, the UMBC Retrievers rolled into Hartford. Can they hold them off? Let's go to the highlights. And there you see the men getting ready to start this game and trying to start the finish off strong, wearing the blackout alternate uniforms. We're going to start late in the first half. Hartford up by 5 until Wes Cole drains a 3. Make it 8 now. More from Wes later. We move on to the second now. UHA up 32-30 until Cody Joyce puts in this little layup, and now we're all tied at 32. 7 minutes now left, and Wes Cole puts Hartford back up by 8 with yet another 3, but he's not done. A few minutes later, and Cole, normally known for behind the arc, goes inside the arc, scores 2, and it makes it 44-36 for Hartford. But UMC there are fighting back as Cody Joyce brings the Retrievers back down by 5. Then Jordan Grant puts in this awkward layup, and now it's only down by 2. UMC only down by 2, 4 seconds left. And Will Darley airballs the 3, and that will end it. Hartford will win 55-53. Now Wes Cole, he scored 13 points, and of course, like I said, he's known for shooting 3s. He went 2 from 5 from beyond the arc, but most of his points came from inside the arc. He went 50%. Corbin Rowe also did well, scoring off the bench. He had 11 points. Also had 5 rebounds, and for the Retrievers, Cody Joyce, he did well underneath the basket, bringing down 9 boards and scoring 17. And Daverick Houston, he had a double-double, scoring 10 and grabbing 10 rebounds in this game. Now we're going to take a look at the AE standings, and it's true, folks, Albany is beatable as they finally fell to Stony Brook this week and moved to 12-1 on the season. Vermont is now number 2, and with the win, Stony Brook and UNH are now tied for 3rd. Hartford stays in 5th, and past that, not much has changed. UMBC has now lost its 7th straight game as they sport a 1-12 record on the season. And with the season starting to come to a close, the 6 seniors on the Gallagher gang look to make the best of it. Rachel Sisto has more.
The 2014-2015 season will be the last for 6 Hawks seniors: Nate Sikma, Wes Cole, Corbin Rowe, Jamie Schneck, Mark Wakama, and Yolonzo Moore.
They're a group that is, for me, done more for me than I've done for them. So I'm in love with them. They're like sons to me. I don't think you hear coaches talk like that about their players.
Both Wes and Corbin say they want to be remembered as good teammates, and Nate added they want to do the best they can for the Hawks this season. And they all talked about how close they are with their teammates and their coach.
In terms of off the court, I mean, just these guys have become my best friends, and like Mark was just saying, they're going to be my best friends 20, 30 years down the road.
Coach Gal, man, he's more than a coach to all of us. He's really like one of our good friends, you know, if not our best friend. But you know, he's more of a coach that instead of just being a coach, he wants, you know, 20 years down the road that he's going to be there for you, and we're going to be there for him.
The lessons we learn on this court can really apply to life lessons as well. So my time here has been it's been amazing. I'm truly blessed to have been a part of a team like this, and we're just trying to, you know, to get better every day as a unit, as a player, and Coach Gal's been like a second father to me, so it's been great.
Rachel Sisto, STN Channel 2 Sports.
Thank you, Rachel. And from the men, we move on to the women as they picked up action against again this week as they took on UNH on Wednesday. Let's go to the board. As you see, the Lady Hawks losing this one 55-50. The final, Deanna Meza having an amazing game, scoring 19 and grabbing 3 boards. Sherelle Moore also did a good job in the rebound department, having 6 in this game. And freshman Darby Lee scoring a career-high 13 points, as she also had a steal in this game as well. UNH also had some big numbers with Carly Pogue scoring, leading her team in scoring with 15. And right behind her, Elizabeth Bellinger with 14, along with 7 boards in the game. And now the standings for the women, as Maine now moves up to tie Albany for the top spot, both with 12-1 records. Hartford now drops from 3rd to 5th. That allowed Stony Brook and UNH to move up 1 spot each. UMass UMBC sit in 6th and 7th, respectively. And then Binghamton, who dropped 10 games in a row so far this season. Vermont rounds out the field with a 2-12 record. And now to the pros, as Yankees third baseman Alex Rodriguez spoke out this week, apologizing in a handwritten letter. In the letter, Rodriguez apologized to the Yankees, Major League Baseball, the Players Association, and the fans for his involvement in the biogenesis scandal and his use of PEDs. Though it's not known if Rodriguez will actually play third base this year or how the Yankees are handling the situation, he's still reportedly going to go to the Yankees spring training camp. And in soccer news, it was announced this week that the 2020 World Cup will be held during the winter. The event, which is scheduled to take place in Qatar, was supposed to take place in its usual June-July dates with a special cooling system used to keep the extreme heat down in the stadiums. That technology has not been tested yet, so the event will be moved to November-December because of the cooler temperatures. Now look at the upcoming games here on campus. As I see, there are none this weekend, but next weekend, STN will be live from the Chase Family Arena, bringing you not 1, but 2 live games as the men and women both take on Stony Brook. The first game is going to be at 7. We'll go live at 6:50. And then the following game on Sunday, game starts at 2. We will be live at 1:50. So you can catch all your Hawks action live on 2.
Gonna be a good weekend this weekend, or next weekend rather. I can say.
Next weekend and this weekend.
Yeah,
I mean, a lot of good sports going on. Of course, diehard NASCAR fan, Daytona 500 this weekend. Had to get that out there. But yeah, for the most part, a big weekend this weekend.
Joe, Chris, and I are all gonna go overnight. We're just gonna watch the Daytona. We're just gonna watch everything leading up to it. I'm kidding, of course. We're really not gonna watch it.
I mean,
No.
I know. I've
What's your plan, Brendan?
Well, honestly, you know, motorsports started for me for last week, and then leading up to this week. So my plan, pretty much sit in front of the TV and just watch NASCAR.
Then we'll have the room to ourselves, Joe.
All right. Thank you for tuning in to STN Channel 2 News. I'm Joseph Shankleport.
And I'm Krista Gray.
We'll see you again next week.